is the market actually going to be very stagnant? Is there going to be quite a big pause and hesitation?
Come on to our tour of the potential.
So we are in St John's Wood on St John's Wood High Street, which is actually where I started my career. This is why this area is just so special, the history. But turn and have a look here. Hugo is shadowing us today. So we've just had our weekly meeting and we were talking about preparation and how important it is for clients, particularly in what is now a very difficult market, keeping close to your clients, building trust with them and prepping them for what's coming ahead, because what's coming ahead could be a very quiet August. It could potentially be a busier September, which is normally what happens in the September market. But because we have the October budget coming up and there have been all of these looming conversations about a wealth tax, is the market actually going to be very stagnant? Is there going to be quite a big pause and hesitation? So content is king. And in a market that's tough, having a digital footprint is really important. One, for our clients, because you might have people browsing, all over the world. When my client there, he bought a house in Sweden just from scrolling on TikTok and seeing it. He's bought kind of 3 properties just from looking, digitally online. So you need to capture as many people as possible. And so having a greater distribution over digital channels helps. It's also a way of, as well as attracting new buyers, helping attract new clients as well. Long form content is what people really engage with on YouTube. And that's going to be more and more important moving forward. But we actually have a day job to do, which is managing our clients and selling houses. And so I thought, how can we get long form content in without actually disrupting, what we do? We can't take a whole day or 2 days to, film a house. So we were like, okay, we'll do a vlog. Hey vlog, which is, basically BTS of what we're up to following the vlog. They can see, what we do and how we do it. So this was a great way we can get long form content while still continuing to nail being awesome agents. Hi. Hello. Oh, the white shorts.
Yes.
So nice.
Same shorts, different color.
Okay, so we're actually just doing a bit of work now. No, as in I'm just saying like... No. As in, I meant it wasn't like we were sat in here filming something. It was like we were about to work. So if you didn't want to sit here, no, you didn't interrupt at all. I just meant if you didn't want to sit in here, then you didn't have to.
No, I want to work. I want to put together the viewings for Raw.
I'm really surprised it's that small, hey?
I know. So Remy and I have been to see a house in Hampstead, a very lovely house, and we're just talking about pricing. And where we think it's going to land. Yeah. We're on Lomres, our wonderful platform. We love you, Lomres.
Okay, so we're heading to a development opportunity we have on Sutherland Place, which is right by Westbourne Grove. And it's a really good location. There is all planning permission for the house has been approved. It's beautiful. We cleared out the garden so you can kind of envision what it would look like. And then we're going to head to the Old War Office. I'm not sure if you're going to come to that, but full day packed. Hello, Benji.
Sorry to interrupt your vlog.
No, it's okay. I'm going to go to the bathroom, so I'm not bringing this inside.
Anytime. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so basically, significance of 32 Sutherland is total development opportunity. It's a gut project. It's not a tear down. The owner is an architect. His wife is an interior designer. They have incredible taste. What I recommend developers or anyone looking to buy, when they're serious, I do think they should see the owner's personal house because you can see it come to life. And basically it took 4 years for him to get planning permission because
You want to do that much?
Yeah. Because he is completely reconfiguring the house. He's expanding the back part, and like in the UK, anything associated with the council just
Sure.
it's fine. I'll just embrace it. Let the rain fall down. It's nice. My hair looks a little bad today, so
How long will it take
it's
to
letting it
complete
sleep.
the works?
He said 8 months, more like a year and a half.
Okay.
It's about $2 million in work. What's different about this house versus others on the street, it's really wide.
Yep.
There's on the street, there's like 4 houses available for sale. And supposedly this market is the most difficult market in the past, since more than 20 years, but like since the time that they've kept track of the market, it's the worst.
And what stage of completion is it?
It's not even under
not even
development. So basically they're selling it as buy the house with all the planning
Plans done.
permission approved. There's basically a package, architecture, architect, interior designer, landscape architect, builders, construction,
It's all good to go,
everything's
full
all good to
package.
go.
Okay.
It's an amazing opportunity, but in this market, because there's so many properties, people want turnkey, fully
Ready to go.
renovated, even with furniture.
Sure.
They're gonna wanna understand the width of the house. The way it goes is you walk in here. Bye. See you soon. Okay, here he is. I don't see the developer though. Okay, as you can see, tons of development on the street, which means that what you purchase will appreciate because houses are improving aesthetically, structurally, etc. And then that way is Westbourne Grove. Tons of shopping. You have Dalesford Organic, you have Cezanne, you have really good retail, flower shops. It's very Notting Hill, and it's such, like when an American thinks of London, Westbourne Grove, it has everything you need. And it's literally a block away from here. Hello, Will. We have our crew. This is for our vlog. This is the wonderful Hugo, who is dressed better than, no offense, you look great, but honestly better than anyone.
This is the build.
So this is a build. It's about 7.39 meters wide. It's width-wise, it's wider than the majority of houses on this block. This one, okay, here we go.
Great spot.
Yeah, such a good location near Westbourne Grove. Not sure what happened here. This tree was, yeah, you love the stairs? It's called Industrial Chic.
Sure.
Come on to our tour of the potential. Basically, their plan is make this lower, just dig it out, and they'll probably find more York stones. Because when we dug this, it was literally like a month ago, it was literally all weeds. Yeah. You couldn't see anything, none of this. And then they found just like tons of stones, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so double parking is very rare in this area. Typically it's single, but we got double. Yeah. We're thinking of going.
Oh, they're so good. Well, the Wembley ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, get tickets. Go. It's the best thing you ever go to.
Even though I'm not a huge fan. I mean, I like Oasis, but I don't.
There were like grown men in tears, and I was nearly one of them.
Oh,
But,
wow.
that was just the best thing I've been to. It's just nostalgic and great all at once.
Wow.
And it was the first one in Manchester as well, so it was nice.
Oh, fun. Thank you for coming. It's so fun. Who knows, we could make a derelict house so fun. Friendly neighbor.
I will see you around. I suppose I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Or if
Are you in the
I've got
office this week? Tomorrow?
In and around.
Okay.
Hard to pin down at the moment. Good to see you guys.
Bye. Bye, Will. So I guess we go to Westbourne Grove. Well, I'd love to find a cafe. I need to do some work. Westbourne Grove, the start of it. Now it gets cooler. It's fascinating that it was honestly farmland. What, like 200 years ago? I'm definitely getting the numbers wrong. But then because of Ladbroke, he renovated and made it cool, hip. He brought in a lot of culture. And then with Thomas Allison, he completely re-architected it, added a lot of private gardens in these houses, central gardens that communities have access to, which really established the differentiation and just like the quaint London feel of Notting Hill and why it's such a tourist attraction. Also, the movie Notting Hill brought a lot of attention to it. That's why there's so many Americans. I swear it's half because of the movie Notting Hill.
So we are in St John's Wood on St John's Wood High Street, which is actually where I started my career as an agent in London. And we used to walk up and down the high street every single day because it was so important to be seen by everyone here and find out, you know, what business was going on, who was doing deals, who was selling. So I'm going to give you a bit of history about St John's Wood. And, you know, this is why this point's so important, because I just bumped into someone here walking up and down. Say hi to the vlog,
sushi.
Alex.
Hello, everybody.
You wouldn't know you were on TV, how awkwardly you just...
I was just speaking. I was just on the phone because I'm doing a deal, and just holding everything together. And I was like, everyone blames the agent. You know, it's always the agent's fault. But yeah, so
It's always your fault, Alex.
yeah, I know it is. Generally, it's not. It's usually the other side. But anyway.
We were working together on a nice big sale in Kensington. We had quite a lot of fun, didn't we?
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
great. We need to do our next one, no?
Yeah, I know. What are we going to do?
You tell me.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm waiting for our
Okay,
next one.
I'll just bring you my next multi-million pound instruction and share it with you.
Okay, but that's been recorded, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, I better go. Bye.
That was so awkward. You just left me high five there.
I know, I
Okay,
didn't.
bye.
God bless.
Bye. Anyway, so that's why it's important to walk up and down the high street, because all the agents, particularly in St John's Wood, are always walking up and down here, and you'll do business, and that's great. But I'm going to give you a little bit of history on the wood, as it's called. Now, the wood actually did start as a forest back in the 1200s, or it would have been a forest before then, but earliest record, 1200s, was Middlesex Forest, hence Middlesex Cricket Club, for any of you cricket fans who know they play at Lord's. And then in the early 1300s, there was a manor in the forest and on the estate, and it was taken from the owners of the manor, can't remember who they were, and taken from the Knights of the Templar, that's it, and then given to the Knights of St John's. And then on the manor, there was actually a little wood there, and that Knight of St John's, their name was applied to the wood, so it then became St John's Wood. So where we are now, this has been in existence as St John's Wood for about 700 years, which is amazing. Kensington actually has a terrible high street, and the reason that is because it has so many different freeholders, whereas St John's Wood High Street, it had the whole freehold was bought by one person, and then they were able to choose who went into it. Marylebone High Street, owned by one freeholder, they're able to choose who goes in there, whereas Kensington High Street, everyone basically the freeholders would come together and say, okay, we're only going to have premium brands in here, and then one person will get an offer and go, okay, I take it. And that's why you have all of these kind of sports shops, you have vape shops, you have an Amazon store, basically nothing that you think would align with the brand of Kensington itself. And that's also why Notting Hill became more popular. And the north side of Kensington High Street is popular because it's easy access to Westbourne Grove and all of the community buzz and vibe of Notting Hill. So I think that is enough history on St John's Wood for today. But maybe we'll do a little more of these history sweeps in the areas and locations, because you know that I love history and I love being back in the wood in my area. Now we are going to go to another area full of history, the OWO, where you have been before, but it's going to be the day, our completion day soon. So we're going back there to prep for that, and then also to see a new apartment that we're bringing to the market for rent and an apartment for sale. So I've had to put my jacket on between coming from St John's Wood High Street to the OWO, but we're in the OWO. Well, we're not actually in it, but we are about to go into the OWO. This is the hotel side, Raffles Hotel. That is how you get into the entrance for the hotel there. And we are walking round to the residence entrance. This is on Whitehall, and Whitehall's actually called Whitehall after Whitehall Palace, which was built in the 1530s by the most famous of British kings. Who is it? Henry VIII. And now this is why this area is just so special, the history. But turn and have a look here, and you can see, I mean, how amazing is that you have horses with these guards. I need to look out what kind of guards they are dressed in all their regalia. Yes, that is a term that we use. And they do the changing over of the guard every day, and they have the tourists there who go to watch it because it is the most incredible sight. I think Caroline's given you some history on the old war office before, but it is called the OWO because it was the building for the Ministry of Defence. It was where Churchill had his offices during World War II, and we have a James Bond themed apartment in here because it's where Ian Fleming took his inspiration for James Bond's headquarters of MI6. So we're not allowed to film as we walk in here, but we are going to go in here and we're going to see a new apartment that we've got for rental and one for sale as well. We are in the OWO and we are in one of the new one-bedroom apartments that they're launching, and we're seeing this because Caroline sold a very similar apartment on the first floor. This is on the 4th floor.
Very similar layout, slight differences. Amount of light, a little bit more. See, it's interesting because there's more light, the ceilings feel higher, but they are slightly smaller.
And I really like the color palette in here that they've done
It's
with
really
the design.
nice.
Kind of
The herringbone floors, like it's a really beautiful apartment. That's interesting, like the very slight differences.
Yeah.
But,
It's nice though because here you look through
Yeah.
to that window and
it's
then
really nice.
it's super nice. So the bedroom, I love the bathroom.
Yeah, the bathrooms are amazing.
So gorgeous.
Finishes.
Yeah.
The
Beautiful.
finishes in this building are just exceptional. Like the quality of the
Yeah.
doors, the thickness.
So
So
you can really feel it when you
What?
Go to the last.
Yeah.
100%.
It like
It's so tactile.
yeah, like integrates the history of the building with just like durability and strength, and it's cool.
I think the last few weeks has been, better for us. We've had like
Good.
bids on sales, agreed some good rentals,
Good.
got some new buyers coming into town, and and those guys are like Americans, and they have like zero question about the state of the market, what's going on in the budget. Like they know they're buying here, so they just need to find the right thing.
So the Americans are being led by personal, so business, family, divorce, death, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
But are any actually saying, I'm done with Trump?
They're saying they're done with Trump.
Are they saying that they're done with Trump?
It's not really the incentive. Well, you know too. But
Yeah, I think some, like the ones that we've got coming over within the next few weeks, are
Yeah.
not specifically for that reason. But yeah, I think it's probably a factor. It's more like, let me have a foot on the ground somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'm content-ish where I am now.
Yeah.
If I need to make a jump, then it won't be, like a knee-jerk reaction. I've done my due diligence, I've got my space.
And every 10 Americans that you're seeing, is it 7 rentals, 3 sales, or is it a fairly even split?
I'd say almost everyone is actually renting first.
Yeah, okay, so it's try before you buy.
Yeah.
We're feeling, okay.
But even
We're
like
around.
we have someone coming over in 2 weeks and she's rented somewhere for 3 weeks so
Okay.
that she can then walk around everywhere.
Yeah.
Like her son is coming over and doing a course at Oxford, and so she's like, right, let me spend 3 weeks getting the area,
Yeah.
do my due diligence again,
We're
and
seeing the
then
same thing.
find something. Yeah.
We've had a few people stay in the hotel for a week or two,
Yeah.
enjoy, breathe, see what happens, and then, okay, we're all aligned.
That's good. You seem so happy. I love it. This is great.
Fingers crossed we can hopefully keep going forward with it.
Yeah. So this is just us planning how we're going to sign off the vlog, and we decided au natural is the best
So no
way.
plan.
No plan. Thanks guys so much for watching this week. Hugo, have you had a lovely day with us
It's been a
today?
great day. Thank you both so much.
What's been your
It was
highlight?
fun.
Ooh, viewing some very cool properties would be my highlight.
How do you feel about being on camera?
I'm learning. It's different.
got
I'm used to
it.
being behind, but no, it's a new one to me.
And so yeah, we just finished being in the OWO. Obviously you will have seen this all already, but it is just such a great building.
Oh, yes.
We've got the London Eye behind us, and we were just saying how amazing is it that we have all these historical places behind us, and we should do more content
Yes.
in front of these historical
In
places.
our backyard and doorstep.
Because no one can compete with that,
Yeah.
can they? London
just-
is London.
The history here, it's hello.
Chef kiss. Okay, well, thanks guys for watching this
Thank
week.
you.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh yes.
Bye.